But Kamala Harris just went on call her daddy.
I saw that. Yeah, what
Look
a
how,
fucking disgrace.
yeah. How stupid is that?
Like,
saying the dumbest things you could possibly imagine, like that men have it. I mean, did you see the thing about how the government has no say in what men do with their bodies when they actually send them to die in great numbers, you know?
No, it's so hilarious.
What are you talking about?
It's double
Like,
think, right? We're in a George Orwell novel at this point. We're
Yeah.
saying things that we know aren't true, and you are dissecting it or digesting it, sorry, in your head, and it's coming out as bullshit, you know. But that is the world we
It's
find
so
ourselves
ridiculous.
in. Oh man,
Why do
that
men die
backfired.
earlier? Why do men die earlier? Why do we die earlier? Because we just grind ourselves into the ground.
Yes,
It's
sir.
Bill Burr's bit about how like old men and old women look totally different.
True.
When women are old, they're beautiful, they're done, they're like they want to help out with the grandchildren, and when men are all done, they're like,
This looks like a twisted up pretzel left in the sun too long. I can't wait.
We just grind ourselves into the ground. And listen, obviously, there's things that women go through as well.
100%.
But I think the big issue right now is like we have like women make the rules of society, men make the rules of business, women make the rules of society, and it's like they've swung too far one way, and it's just gotten so that we're just seeing that. I mean, dude, I've said this before. We are entering our children of men phase.
That's scary. Yeah, you're not far off, man. I mean, just look at the what they call the fertility rates and all that. I mean, Jesus Christ, they're even coming out now saying like, you know what disturbs me, Sam, is how many times over the last year I've had to say, fuck, Alex Jones was right again. And it's like the fluoride in the water is like lowering children's IQs. And that's what they're saying for now. I mean, I'm sure it's who knows like what else it's doing, but I think it's going to be a real concern in 10 years. Like, you know, you already see it. Japan, China, they're fucked because they ain't having kids. They're not having kids. They don't have enough kids.
Why are people banging Asian chicks, dude?
You can go to Japan on a bang visa right now. I don't know.
Would they let any of us? Would like Xavier bring his Mexican DNA over there?
I don't know. They might be. I don't know. I think it's like anyone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because that's how
anybody
they need to get that going. Because you got men marrying fucking those dolls. They got men marrying dolls.
Yeah. I have a friend and you have the women now who are dating AIs, like talking to them for the emotional support and
oh my god,
typing to them on the internet. You know, I have a friend who says that dating apps now, it's all Asian women spoofing their location so that it seems like they're in LA or, you know, whatever state you're in, trying to get involved with American guys and so that they can come over to America and have a, you know, you know.
How many divorced dads are just getting got by that too? Fucking
sending their life savings.
That's grim, bro. Fucking
I saw the funniest meme. It was that drawing where there's like a fork in the road, right?
Yeah.
Looking at the road, and it said, "Men recently divorced men over 50, Philippines, Thailand."
Accurate, man. I'll be real. I'd be scared to go to that part of the world right now.
Oh yeah,
for real. There's shit about to pop, man.
Oh, you
China's doing war games. They didn't
Lock
give
Abroad. No, Locked Abroad. I'm scared of that show, Locked Abroad. I don't want to go anywhere with third world country.
You're worried about getting caned or something, actually?
Fuck me. Yeah, man, it's an interesting world. I think Scotland. If I travel anytime soon, I'm gonna go to like somewhere nice and you know, my grandma was.
I'm going next year. It's the Oasis. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Fuck me.
It's interesting. So back to these lawsuits.
Yes, sir.
California's just like we have this guy named Scott Wiener, and it's always a Jew with the name Wiener that just
is related to the famous dick pic guy, Anthony.
I'm sure if you go back far enough, it's the House of Wiener.
That's right.
They all come out of the house.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Sounds like a hot dog joint.
And this guy can't stop passing legislation to let gay pedos be crazy people.
Oh fuck! I saw that. That was a few months ago, right? Where it's like, yeah, what they do? They downgraded
within 10 years or some crazy number, 5 years, where it's
that designed to just piss us off, do you think, Sam? Or like, what is the purpose of that? Honestly, like,
I mean, if you watch the Capitalist Conspiracy by Edward Griffin, he talks about pressure from above, pressure from below.
yeah,
Their goal, dude, their goal is to get martial law and destroy here in America our Constitution. But yeah, dude, so which gets into some crazy shit about like
well, bro,
pedophilia, dude.
even and you talk about trying to incite martial law. It does seem to me, I don't even want to acknowledge it, but it just keeps fucking happening. They are trying to normalize pedophilia. That's what it feels like, right? In a lot of ways. Meanwhile, you got FEMA in North Carolina blowing over volunteer tents and fucking commandeering small businesses, terminating leases on small business owners so they can use the space to store food that they're not going to distribute because it didn't meet their health requirements. Like, swear to God, that's fucking all
Oh,
true.
I saw that
Wow.
video.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's the requirement? What do you mean? What is
It's a
it?
great question. It's probably got to be bugs at this point, or I don't know, but whatever it was, the guy had crates of food. Can't give it out.
Is that like that logic where like a restaurant can't give out food because if they get sick from that food, they can sue them and blah blah
Probably
blah?
it goes back to bureaucratic liability, which is, more of that. That's what this fucking country needs. Fuck me. They're bureaucrats, Morty. I don't respect them. Anyways, it's just like
it's crazy to me. Again, it goes back to the herd of mammals. How is everyone not losing it? We did an episode on Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
And it made me believe that racism is alive and well. But then I started thinking, and I believe there are racist people out there.
For sure.
But I am beginning to think that it's, again, what I've always believed, which is a class war. It doesn't matter if you're black or white or whatever you are. It is a class war, and they are are doing giant land grabs. And like the fresh water in Michigan, the lithium mines in North Carolina. I don't know what happened in Florida. Maybe it's just because they're all Republicans and that's where all the free thinkers move. California, it's the best place to grow weed. Paradise City. Honolulu. That's where all the fucking the elite the apex predators all want to live. So it's like they're just grabbing this shit.
Maui, Wyoming too right now. Massive forest fires in Wyoming. They're not even touching media.
Oh, they did that in Canada.
Yeah, they certainly did. Yes,
they caught all these guys lighting fires. And Trudeau and all his scumbag friends were like, climate change it's just destroying America.
Bro,
Canada.
There were 14 fires last year, and I did this with a fellow who studies like radar imagery. So he showed me that 14 of these fires that started last summer in Quebec started at the exact same time. And you can see it on radar, and you're like, oh, seems. I guess it's possible. Like, what are the odds on that one, right? Fucking 14 lightning strikes.
What did the church lady say? Convenient. Is it what she used to say? Like that. It's so crazy to me. And it's just like, it gets in this thing where you just wonder, like, how much chaos would happen if this group of fucking predators weren't around causing chaos, funding everything through these Federal Reserves, which just print money to allow them to do all these black op bullshit.
Yep. Well, it's like someone said in a comment, they were like, wouldn't it be crazy? And this was on my Wyoming fire video. They were like, wouldn't it be crazy if we used the cloud seeding technology to stop forest fires instead of terrorizing our own citizens? And I was like, wow, that's like, really good idea. Logical. So they'll never do that. But good ideas here. Good job, group. Anyways, fuck me.
And it's just crazy to me. Like every moment that they have, at every checkpoint, every kind of intersection between each level of move up, there's like some kind of test they do to make sure you are a psychopath enough to move to the next level.
Yeah.
And it's just like, my cousin who was a cop in Buffalo.
Okay.
He forever was trying to test at all these places, and he was failing the psychological test. And I'm like, because he's too nice of a guy.
There it is. Yeah.
Right? No, I come from, my grandfather's a cop, my cousin's cop. I love cops, but I
No
don't like
kidding.
bad cops,
Yeah,
right? I
yeah,
don't like
yeah.
bad cops. And I think that should always be the rule. It should be judged on an individual basis. What
Yep.
happened here? Was it the person acting crazy or was it the cop acting crazy? You shouldn't be on one side or the other all the
100%.
time because you're going to be let down. But I'm convinced he couldn't pass the psychological test because he was such a nice guy. He's literally the nicest guy you've ever met in your life.
Sounds like a
just,
perfect cop. It's funny that they wouldn't fucking let him be one. That's
right,
amazing.
because they want knuckle dragging
Yeah.
skull crunchers.
Don't you be thinking for yourself. No. Yeah, don't you dare.
They just
Fucking
want,
Chris.
so when these, we just had this story come out that the DOD, the Department of Defense, has greenlit US military
Yes.
personnel shooting fatal shooting US
Yeah.
citizens.
Directive 5204, my friend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a very scary thing. And wouldn't you know it, bums the word in the fucking mainstream media. They're talking about this and that, whatever. And now we're all racist. Meanwhile,
here's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
What if a lot of these new immigrants are the ones they're going to be hiring to be these death squads because Americans might not want to shoot Americans?
It's a horrific thought. I would hope that we can get through and show everyone that, you know what, bottom line, at this point, I look at it one way, Sam. It's the 1% versus everybody else. And that's how I try. Everyone. So I'm trying to spread that message, but it's hard, man, especially when they're so good at dividing us and downloading the problems they created onto other people, men, races, genders, sexuality, whatever. They use it all. They're not picky. They'll do whatever they can to fucking divide you,
It really blows my mind too, dude, because it is 1 versus 99%. And even that is an inversion of the Buddhist belief that you just need 1% and you could change the population.
Right.
1% could change the masses. And they've inverted that to the 1% controls the masses.
Terrible way. Yeah, exactly. It's like they use 1984 as a blueprint rather than a warning. And that's like,
yeah, 100%.
George Orwell's sitting there spinning in his fucking grave right now. He's like, no, I tried to tell y'all. We accepted Big Brother right into our homes, though. It's interesting.
Yeah, but it's like, they would rather have, what's it say, Johnny? Something over security. They'd rather have comfort over security.
Well, no, they would sacrifice security for liberty. Yeah, basically.
That's right.
They would sacrifice
liberty for security. But the saying is that the person who would sacrifice liberty for security gets neither.
Gets neither. But there's also a saying that the people will sacrifice their personal privacy for the efficiency of new technology. I forget what that's called. But that's really what's happening. Like, it's like our last guest is talking about all these terms of agreement. It's like they don't even need your signature anymore. It's just like you are the signature for the agreement.
What was the Disney one? They tried to countersue a couple who the spouse died, and they were like, well, you're subscribed to Disney Channel, and in that terms of agreement there's something there that thankfully I think they backed down on that because they saw the public outrage. And we're not far from that.
No, Disney won that. Like,
fuck off. Oh,
look that up, Johnny. Look it up, young
Holy
Johnny.
shit.
Johnny knows more about it. Yeah,
I mean, that was how we that was, I don't know if it had been decided yet. I'm pulling it up right now. Just give me a second.
But yeah, we used to call privacy something else. We used to call it freedom, I think, is what we used to call it. Yeah.
It's not that they won the case. It's that they won it, that they can't. It's like this. They had to go to some different type of court. That's what they won.
Oh, so they did kind of win. I feel
they won. They won. You can't sue them in normal type of court because you signed some like paperwork agreement on Disney Plus for like 1 month, and he wasn't even subscribed when he died.
It says in August 2024, Disney reversed its decision to use the terms of service from Disney Plus to force a customer to arbitrate a wrongful death lawsuit. So it sounds like they actually went back on their decisions.
Yeah.
So we have Mexican AI on this show, and it's not the best. Okay, there's still.
I love it.
It's a magical joke about.
I don't know about the I part of that. We definitely have Mexican A on I.
Hey, fool.
Hey.
Fucking love it. Oh no.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. For comfort or freedom for conformity for comfort. That was the saying. And you see people do it all the time.
The Benjamin Franklin is a thing where those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety is the actual quote. Franklin. I couldn't find the thing you're talking about, Sam. Do you have is it someone famous or something? Like, is it a?
No, I just heard it out there. I'm sure it might be for comfort. I
think you're on it. I think it's something to do with comfort. I know what you're saying, Sam.